game. 10.
So light 'em up, light 'em up, light 'em up, I'm on fire. So light 'em up, light 'em up, light 'em up, I'm on fire.
9.
Can we go back? This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Can we go back? This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
8.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
7.
Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that.
6. Oh, 5.
Welcome to the show. Please come inside. Ladies and gentlemen, do you want it? Do you need it? Let me hear it. Ladies and gentlemen.
4.
Life's a game, but it's not fair. I break the rules, so I don't care. So I keep doing my own thing, walking tall against the rain. Victories within the mile, almost there, don't give up now.
All right, guys. We did not have time to get through the entire intro, but Tyler, we're about to have kickoff.
Yes, we are going to take us into kick. We still get the scoreboard still says 2 minutes, but the teams have already broken through the banner here. The officials are meeting at midfield. Our kickoff team has already taken the field. We won the toss, selected to defer, so Apalachee will receive. And let's see if we can get 2 numbers for their deep men back to return the kick. Josh will work on that for us, and we'll get those to you here shortly. The officials have broken their huddle, and the Devils are ready to kick this thing off on homecoming.
Number 38, Austin Jones, and 26, TJ Lyons, back deep to receive the kick from Apalachee.
Jones and Lyons back deep for Apalachee to receive the kick of number 98, Jordan Kester, who will tee it up for the 5th time this year. Wherever you're listening, we got people listening in Tennessee, we got people listening in Kentucky, we got people listening down in Jacksonville, Florida. Wherever you are, we want you to know, on homecoming night, it's football time in Loganville.
This is going to be an absolutely fantastic game.
Yes, it is. Kester getting ready to tee this thing up. And here we go on homecoming 2014. High end-over-end kick. Going to come down at the 14. And they got a man running up across the 20 to the 25. He is broken loose.
TJ Lyons is going to take it to the 40 and be finally taken down by number 2, Zach Newberry. Wow. TJ Lyons with a great run for Apalachee.
Yeah, he broke through the wedge there in the middle of the kickoff return team. And we didn't bring him down until he got across to our territory.
And with that, we'll send our defensive unit out on the field. And Apalachee will break the huddle. In at quarterback for the Wildcats looks like number 12, Brian Wilson. He'll split 2 men down here to the near side. He'll have a man beside him and an offset eye. He'll come up under center. He'll send a man in motion. It'll be give to the man that went in motion. He'll be taken. He'll find a hole finally, or not really much of room, maybe 5 yards on the play.
That's a pretty good run there as he got all the way to the 40-yard line. They gave it to him coming in motion in a little bit of a sweep play. And he went up on a hole by the left guard and got about 5.5 yards on that play on first down.
Brings up 2nd down and 6 for the Wildcats of Apalachee. As Wilson is trying to get his signal. He finally gets men right. He'll send number 1, Kyle Jackson, in motion. But they will stop and look at the coaches to make sure everything's kosher with the coaches. Jackson will go back in motion. It'll be give to the back. He'll find a hole and squeeze out. He's to the 30, 20. Taken down inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, gave it to another man in motion coming the other way that time, and they ran it down inside the 15 to the 12. Josh Owen, the safety, tracked him down, picked up 29 on the play. And Apalachee's running the ball out of a wishbone wing T formation and gashing us here early.
That was Dalton Bales on the carry. More of a wishbone type formation for the Wildcats. They'll check just to double check, make sure who's going to get the ball.
Got a one-on-one matchup with a wide receiver on the far side out here.
The question is, do the coaches see that? They'll send Jackson in motion. They will give it to number 9, Dalton Bales again, but he will be going nowhere.
Yeah, Josh, they came out in more of an option, triple option Georgia Tech style offense than we expected. And when that happens, you got to be able to stop the fullback dive.
Absolutely.
And the sweeps, and we haven't been able to stop either one so far.
And at that point, I live under the if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's right.
Apalachee will sub some guys in. Apalachee wearing pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Other than that, they're all white. They're in all white.
Absolutely. 2nd down and 10 for Apalachee. They'll actually split 2 men far. They'll have one on the far side, one down here near us. On the far side is number 20, Kent Knowles, and down here is number 5, Hunter Wagler. And they'll send a man in motion. There's a flag. They'll take Kyle Jackson finally taken down, but it might be offsides on the Red Devils.
I believe it's going to be illegal. Oh, is it offside?
I think it's offsides. I thought I seen this jump early, but I could be wrong.
No, I think Coach Paris is pointing like it's on Apalachee, so we'll see.
We'll find out.
It was an illegal formation. I think the man ran in motion too early, kind of leaned forward close to the line of scrimmage, and they called him for either a false start or an illegal motion, so that'll back the Wildcats up 5 yards.
Absolutely. I'm glad I was wrong in that case.
I am too. The officials are still meeting to figure out where to spike the ball. Did not spike the ball, spot the ball. Excuse me.
Did they score a touchdown?
They did not. They did not. No one has done that so far in the first 2 minutes and 20 seconds of the game, as we're sitting at 9 minutes and 40 seconds in a scoreless game.
And we will send it back 5 yards. So the ball we place at the 15, which means it'll be taken back to the 20. Brings up 2nd down and 15.
The ball will be at the 15. The ball was at the 11.
Excuse me.
The ball was at the 11.
I'm sorry. I thought it was placed at the 15.
Yeah, here they come with the wishbone again.
They'll pass, though, to the end zone. And it's incomplete as I see the ball trickling over there near the track.
Nice coverage there by Robert Dorley over there on the far side as Wilson stepped back and faked a run. Fake like he was going to run one of the option plays and threw a fade pattern in the corner. And Robert Dorley got his head around and played the ball beautifully that time to swat it away there at the end.
Great eye for the football as Dorley he saved a touchdown.
He did. That was a beautifully thrown ball by Wilson.
They'll come up to the huddle. They'll break it. They'll send number 11, Shane Burnett, to the far side. They will keep Hunter Wagler down here to the near side near us. They'll send Jackson in motion. It'll be give to Jackson, who'll cut up field and finally be taken down by a host of Red Devils for a gain of it looks like about, we'll say, 3, 4, maybe 5.
Yeah, Talby and Albury led the stop that time for the Devils as they tried to run another little play outside. I think that was more of a variation of a toss, but we ate it up in the backfield. They're going to give him forward progress for maybe a yard or two.
Brings up 4th down and 12.
They're going to go for a field goal.
And they're going for a field goal.
I believe it's Dylan Staples.
It is. Number 31, Dylan Staples on for the kick.
See if we can get up and block it.
Snap, place, kick.
And it's good. It's right down the middle.
It's
no good. It looked like it was right down the middle from here.
I agreed with you.
Of course, we don't have the best vantage point. I might have gone wide left.
I really wish we could get monitors in here. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, so we can have it from the end zone shot. I thought that thing looked perfect going off his leg, but he missed it, so the score's going to remain 0-0.
And the offense will take the field. Starting quarterback number 17, Cody Mixon, go into the huddle and tell his team what's going to go down. They will break the huddle. Shelnut will come up and get on the ball. They'll come up in an I formation. They'll split Sam Shepard near us, Colvin near us, and Owen to the far side. There's a snap. It'll be given to Giles. Giles a hit. 1, 2. Finally be taken down by two Apalachee Wildcats.
Yep. We tried to run it out of the eye, and Kawan Jackson was there for Apalachee, as was number 72. Number 72 is Kawan Jackson, so Kawan was the main guy that made the stop on that play. Don't think Darrell gained anything. They're going to give him the 20 again.
The second down and 10 for the Red Devils. Colvin and number 88, that will be Jeffrey New is your wideouts. There's a snap. It'll be a fake pitch. Give to the fullback, Shepard, who's trying to make something. Gets about 3 on the play.
Yeah, we
4 yards.
We faked a toss to the left and ran Sam up the middle. He almost squirted through there for a huge gain, but they hung on to him. Christian Dufresne was there and hung on to Sam in the middle of the pile and stopped him after a gain of about 4 to the 24.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 for the Red Devils. Colvin will bring the call in from the sideline, and he will probably come down here to his wide receiver position, and he will. And it's a sideline warning. There was a flag against Apalachee.
Yeah, they threw it over there by the sideline. I think they had a few guys too close to the field to play for the officials' liking, and they threw a flag on that one for a sideline warning.
Red Devils in the huddle. They will break it. Jeffrey New will go to the far side. We'll have a couple tight ends. We'll have Sam Shepard and Darrell Giles in our backfield. They'll send number 47, Bryce Fowler, in motion. Giles will go to the far side. He'll find a crease, go down, still moving. Finally taken down at the 35-yard line.
He needed 6. He got 11.
We'll take it.
Late flag down.
Uh-oh.
It's a late flag down over there near the Apalachee sideline over there on the far side. Let's see about the flag here, as it was thrown in the Apalachee secondary near where the tackle was made. Could see a face mask here.
If that is the case, that's 15 yards and an automatic first down.
Yeah, I think so.
And I don't know, in high school, is it from the spot of the foul or from the line of scrimmage?
It's a dead ball foul, so it was after the play and a personal foul on Loganville.
Wow.
So we committed the personal foul after the play. Can't have that happen. The play will stand. It'll be a first down. Be a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
And let's hope that one doesn't come back to bite us.
Hopefully not, but as I said, the play will stand, and it's first and 10 from the 15, it looks like. It looks like they spotted the ball incorrectly, though, because they spotted us at the 15 when the original spot was the 35. Nevertheless, that's where we'll scrimmage.
So it'll still bring up first down. Still be a first down. They'll be in a shotgun. Mixon will take the snap, give to Giles, and Giles will gain minimally.
Yeah, he's going to get about 2 there.
Takes up to about the 17-yard line, bring up second down and 8.
Christian Dufresne, number 87, again on the tackle. It'll bring up second and 7. They gave him 3 yards.
Darrell Giles getting his towel back as it fell. As it's been rainy most of the day.
Yeah, it has. I don't know if that's having any effect on the field conditions. It hasn't rained in a good while, but may still be some dampness out there.
Absolutely. Colvin will come down here near us. Owen will go to the far side. Shepard will actually be in the slot. Mixon will take the snap. Fake it to Giles. Going for a pass. Pass right down the middle. Caught by number 47, Bryce Fowler. Bryce will finally be taken down. It looks at the 43.
43.
I was looking at the 45, and I was trying to do math in my head.
Bryce Fowler in his first start at tight end catches a little slant route over the middle. Gain of 25 yards to the 43. Bryce Fowler coming up big in his first start for the Red Devils of his career.
And his very first catch was able to bring the Devils. I thought he was going to break it. If he would have just took 2 more tackles, he would have been in the end zone.
Well, you know, he's a catcher in baseball. Got those catcher's wheels.
Well, he at least could have made it down to the 30.
I'm gonna get on him for that after the game. Great catch by Bryce. Congratulations to the family.
Congratulations, Mr. Fowler. Mixon will come under center. There's the snap. It'll be given to Giles. Giles will bounce out to the far side. He'll go down the sideline. Met by a Apalachee Wildcat and finally run out of bounds.
He met a man when he crossed midfield. I thought he was going to Herschel Walker him, but the young man from Apalachee stayed on his feet and rode him out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be a gain of 9 as Darrell bounced that thing outside. I think it was originally supposed to go off guard, and he bounced it outside for a good 9.5-yard gain, Josh.
Good vision by Giles as he was able to make something out of what seemed like nothing. We have now crossed over into Apalachee territory. We'll come under center again. We'll have one man to the far side, one man to the near side. Shepard and Giles in the backfield. Mixon will snap, fake the toss, give it to Shepard. Shepard will get in a hole. He'll get enough for the first down.
Picked up 3, needed 1. Got to about the 45.5, and that's where it'll be 1st and 10 Red Devils as we're moving the ball here.
And look who's checking back into the ball game, number 47, Bryce Fowler.
Man who made the big catch.
Absolutely. Josh Owen coming out of the ball game, or not out of the ball game, out of the play, as Colvin is given the play. Shellnut will break the huddle, come up to the line of scrimmage. That will split Jeffrey New to the far side. Colvin down here near us. Shepard and Giles in the backfield. It'll be a toss to Giles. Giles will follow Shepard on the block. So the 40 down the sideline. There's a flag. He'll finally be taken down, it looks like, at the 34-yard line, but there is a flag, and it does look like it might be illegal block in the back.
Yeah, the flag was thrown by the head official behind the play, and usually that's not a good thing if you're a Red Devil fan. That's not. It was a holding. It happened behind the play. Not sure it was really necessary, but it did happen. I saw it happen, and it's going to back us up again.
10 yards. Is that that's a line of scrimmage foul, correct?
Yes, 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Oh, spot of the foul.
It's going to take it back to their 49. It'll be 1st and about 14.
Mixon will get the call from Coach Parris. Colvin will, and he'll send it in to Mixon. This is where you need the radios and the headsets.
Yes.
And the helmets.
Yep.
Did you realize how expensive those helmets got to be, though?
Yeah, they've got to be. Well, we're not the NFL, and we can't afford those in high school ball.
Absolutely. We'll split 2 men to the far side, 2 men to the near side. Giles in the backfield. There's a snap. There's a pump fake. Oh, he's going down the sideline. Josh New caught in stride. Finally taken down at about the 20.
That's going to look like it's going to be down past the 25 at the 24. Beautiful pump fake and throw by Cody Mixon as he pumped the safety bid on it. And Josh went around behind the safety and caught the ball on a long pass. And they are going to give him a 1st and 10 at the 22. Beautiful pump fake by Cody Mixon. Placed it right in the breadbasket there. Josh made a nice catch and run all the way down to the 22.
And with that, the Devils will break the huddle. Coming up on 1st and 10, Shepard and Giles are your back men. We'll have a man to the far side and a man to the near side. But Apalachee will take a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout here on the Red Devil Radio Network. In a scoreless game, Loganville's driving.
After the game, join the voice of the Devils, Josh Truby, alongside Tyler Cloud at Johnny's Pizza in Loganville for the Johnny's Pizza 5th Quarter Show Live.
Live, Hal.
There'll be giveaways, interviews, and much more. Plus, the Johnny's Player of the Game.
How neat is that?
What did you have to give me more?
What? Johnny's Pizza, your home for pizza, subs, wings, and the 5th Quarter Show.
Well, I've been out here digging a hole.
All right, guys, welcome back. As the Devils are now in the driver's seat, and they're driving. Tyler, what do you think about this drive so far?
I think it's been a great drive. We've actually moved the ball, thrown it a little bit. 2 nice throws, one on a slant by Cody and one on a little out-and-up pattern by Josh Owen on a nice pump fake, and we're moving here.
Josh Owen will be to the far side. Colvin down here to the near side. Shepard and Giles in the backfield. It'll be a play action. Pass caught into
Touchdown.
the end zone. Number 88, Jeffrey
New.
New on the reception from Cody Mixon, and that's a Red Devil touchdown.
He faked the toss one way and rolled Cody out the other way out the backside, and he found Jeffrey New on a little corner route, and Jeffrey was wide open, strolling into the end zone. Nice throw by Cody. Kester will be on for the extra point as the Red Devils lead 6-0, 3:33 left to go in the first quarter, Josh.
And number 17, Cody Mixon, will be your holder. Devils lead 6-0. Here's the snap, the place, the kick. Everything is good. With that, the Devils lead Apalachee 7-0. Now, Tyler, that drive absolutely was fantastic. Kept going back, and then Apalachee would have a penalty. We'd go forward a little bit. Then we'd be pushed back, but in the end, we were able to get in the end zone. What does that say about this offense?
It's saying that we're making an adjustment, and Cody really threw some nice balls on that play. I think he might have went 3 for 3. I'm not sure if the ball hit the ground on that drive. I think Cody went 3 for 3, and they weren't all short throws either. That was a nice little corner out to Jeffrey New. Hit him in stride, and their safety just got there just in time to try to make a tackle out of it, but Jeffrey went sprawling across the goal line for 6. Our passing game looked really efficient on that first drive.
And that is absolutely fantastic. Now, Tyler, I took a kickoff from you before the game started, and I apologize. He crossed to 50. That was my fault. I'm going to let you take this kickoff. How about that?
Oh, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. And you just got kind of riled up in the moment.
I did, because I thought he was going to score.
It's nothing personal. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I will take this kickoff. Kester will kick it with the Red Devils leading 7-0. And I believe the same return men are deep for Apalachee. It will come down at about the 15, and they will pick it up on a hop. And they've got a man running up across the 25, juking and jiving. It goes backwards a little bit and gets tackled on their side of the 25 at about the 23. That was TJ Lyons on the return. Had a big return to start off the ball game. Zach Newberry led the stop for the Devils, and the Wildcats will scrimmage from the 23, and Josh will take it back.
There you go. See, I try my best to, cover up. It's been a long day. But with that, Apalachee will break the huddle. They will have a man to the far side, come back in another wishbone formation. The quarterback for Apalachee is Brian Wilson. Had to find his name real quick. And to the outside, he will get nowhere. Probably a loss of yardage on the play. May bring up 1st and 12 for Apalachee.
2nd and 12, I believe.
2nd and 12, excuse me. I'm sorry.
I believe it was Kyle Jackson got the carry number 1. It was. Jesse Martinez was there for the Devils on the stop as they tackled him behind the line for a loss of 2. Josh, good call. 2nd and 12 from the 22.
They will get the call from the sideline, bring it into the huddle. They will break the huddle. If I'm not mistaken, it will be another wishbone-type formation. It will. You've got an A-back, a B-back, and your fullback. They'll send the B-back in motion. It'll be a give to the fullback, or running back, excuse me. Finally taken down at the 20, we'll call it 28-yard line.
Yeah, that's where the side judge is marking it. Got about 6 yards on that play. It'll bring up 3rd and medium. Jamal Stewart is the man that carried it up the middle.
This wishbone formation is kind of working for Apalachee.
It is.
A little bit.
It is. Dylan Williams made the last stop for the Red Devils.
And the wishbone is something that it's if you've got to get your man and you've got to get your assignments. If not, they're going to run all over you all game.
Got to play discipline.
They'll send a man in motion.
I think we jumped.
He looked like he faked the handoff, but Loganville jumped.
He faked the snap. I think Rhett Mixon was acting like he was going to come on a blitz all the way from the safety position on a run blitz. And Rhett jumped and then crossed into the neutral zone. I believe it's going to be offsides on Rhett Mixon.
And if this stands, 5 yards would be enough for a first down.
Yes, it is offside, and it's going to give them, if not a first down, pretty close.
Just short of the first down, so it'll be 3rd and short. Call it 3rd and inches. Look at the marker and the chains. It's inches.
3rd and inches here, big play.
There's the snap. It'll be a quarterback keeper who'll get a first down. And
he got about 7 yards on that quarterback sneak. He just kept pushing the pile forward there.
And good job for Loganville playing all the way to the whistle. The whistle blown, and they were still trying to take the quarterback down.
They're not going to give him where he went down. They're going to say his forward progress was stopped at about the 37. He just fell forward across the 40, but they're not going to give him the 40. They're going to give him the 37.
And with that, Apalachee will get a first down at the 37, a minute and 39 seconds and counting here in the first quarter. Did you hear that big bang?
Yeah, I believe that came from the Apalachee coach's box.
Upstairs.
Yes.
They'll come up in another wishbone formation. Loganville looking like they may possibly blitz. They're at least showing blitz. There is a flag.
And there's a flag, I believe.
Delay of game.
It's going to be a delay. Yeah, they didn't get the snap off. They're doing what you see in college football a lot of time. They're doing that where they stand up and look to the sideline for the call. And they're really not getting the calls in quick enough, and part of that's on the coaching staff.
And you got to get the calls in, and you've got to be aware of the game of the play clock. What is it, 25 or 30 seconds in high school?
It's I believe it's 25 seconds, and you got to look at the official because there are no play clocks in stadiums unless the stadium's really advanced. You got to be aware. You got to look at the side judge, or the back judge, for the play clock.
Yep, there's the snap. It'll be a pass, and there's the pass caught. No, he was bobbling it as he went out of bounds. The question is, Kyle Jackson was the intended target. They are going to say it's incomplete as he was bobbling it going out of bounds.
Jackson had it. He was bobbling it, kind of stumbling out of bounds. He almost hung on to it. Would have been a nice catch. Would have got him about 6 yards. But as it stands, it'll be second down and 15.
So if he could have just held possession and got 1 foot down, we'd looking at second down and
maybe 9, yep.
So,
which is always better than playing behind the chains, which is what Apalachee's being forced to do now after the penalty.
Apalachee comes in whoa, look at the shotgun spread.
Yeah, they're going with a little different variation of a spread now with 4 receivers.
Brian Wilson, the quarterback. There's the snap. He's going to roll out to the far side and pass. Caught. No, dropped.
He dropped that one too.
Intended target was number 21 on the play, Trevon Atticus, I believe.
Trevon Addix.
Addix, yes. I'm telling you.
Oh, no, that was intended for Knowles.
Knowles
was
20.
the
20
Knowles was the intended receiver. Kent Knowles. Robert Dorley hit him in the back and jarred it out of him over there, so it'll be 3rd and 15.
3rd and 15 for the Cats. Is a meow appropriate right here or not?
Well, I think they'd be more of a roar, but
come up in another spread-type formation, 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. There's the snap. He's going to stay in the pocket and just throw it up with a flag. Overthrown the target. Number 5, Hunter Wagler, was the intended target. But there is a flag. Let's see what the penalty is.
The flag's at the line of scrimmage. Looks like it's going to be on Apalachee. He just turned to his right and threw a little, I want to say it was just a straight go pattern.
It's going to be against Apalachee because I saw the
looks like we had Dylan Williams on the coverage.
Yep.
It was a holding on Apalachee. We're going to decline the penalty and make him punt it away to us.
Absolutely. Back deep to receive the kick is number 5, Josh Owen, with 35 seconds left in the first quarter. This has been an interesting first quarter of play. Apalachee was driving. We stuffed them. They missed the extra point, or the field goal, excuse me.
They did.
We get the ball, drive, get a couple penalties that back us up, then drive some more, and eventually score a touchdown on Rhett Mixon's touchdown passes. Cody Mixon's.
The miss didn't happen by much. It looked like he made it. Here they are on the punt.
There's the snap. Foot will meet leather, or just a nod. Shanked it. Looks like it went out of bounds at the 40.
Shanked it bad. Shane Burnett, the punter, number 11, shanked that one off the side of his foot.
19 seconds. The clock is still running.
And it's going to go out of bounds. Let's see where they spot this thing. It was not a very good punt. Looks like they're going to spot this at the 40. Yes, they're going to. It's a 7-yard punt to the 40-yard line. Let's hope Mr. Burnett has a better night in future punts, as you never want to trash a young man. But the Devils start out with real good field position with 18 seconds left in the first quarter, Josh.
Mixon will come under center, have 2 men in behind him. Josh Owen to the far side, Colvin to the near side. Be given to Giles. Giles will be eat up in the backfield by number 87, Christian Dufresne.
Dufresne's been all over the place.
Yes, he has. 8 seconds, and I think they may let this one wind down and take us into the second quarter. 3, 2, 1. With that, we'll go to the second quarter.
Yeah, we'll be right back. Giles lost one on the play, so when we get back, it'll be 2nd and 11 with me, T. Cloud, right when we get back to Red Devil Stadium right here on the Red Devil Radio Network.
Something new and exciting is headed to a town near you. The Disciples of Christ Wrestling Ministries, a local pro wrestling organization spreading the word of Christ through pro wrestling. Based out of Winder, Georgia, they would love to come to your area. For more information, you can visit them on Facebook, or you can call 770-853-0157. Disciples of Christ Wrestling Ministries, wrestling with a message. Once again, visit them on Facebook or call 770-853-0157. You can also check them out on YouTube and the Red Devil Radio Network's new partner, All Wrestle Talk. Disciples of Christ Wrestling Ministries, wrestling with a message.
Baby, you a song. You make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise.
All right, guys. Tyler Clow's here to take us through the second quarter. Tyler, take it away, brother.
Thank you, Josh. We're back here at Red Devil Stadium on homecoming night 2014. Red Devils went down and scored their first possession with Cody Mixon going 3 for 3 on the drive, I believe. One big catch by Bryce Fowler and another big touchdown catch by Mr. Jeffrey New, who has moved from tight end to receiver, I believe, and Bryce Fowler has slid in there at tight end. The Red Devils will come out 2nd and 11 from the 41. To start the second quarter, we will be in an I. Sam Shepard will be your fullback. Daryl Giles will be your deep tailback. One receiver each side. And Mixon will toss it to Giles on the right side. He's trying to get the corner, makes a move. He's got the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 34-yard line, it looks like. Pickup of 7 for Daryl as he almost broke it down the sideline, but was pushed out of bounds as he tried to tightrope over there on the far sideline. The Apalachee bench gained 7 yards to the 34, where it'll be 3rd down and 6 from the Red Devil 34-yard line. Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 4, I misspoke on that. It'll be 3rd and 4 from the 44. And it'll be, again, a deep I formation, one receiver each side. Cody making a change. And here is a snap. He's going to fake it to Giles. No, he's going to give it to Giles up the middle. And Darryl is going to squeak through. It looked like he was down, but he kept his balance and squirted through for an extra 3 or 4 yards. He got 8 down to the 26. He needed 4. He got 8. And Daryl Giles is putting us on his back on this drive as we're running it right down their throat, and they can't stop us. 1st and 10 from the 26.
And he drug a Christian Dufresne a couple yards.
He did. That's why I thought he would stop short of the first down, but Dufresne couldn't get him to the ground, and Daryl kept powering forward for about an extra 3 or 4 yards.
Impressive. That is an impressive young man.
He really is. Impressive on the field and off, as are most of the Red Devils on the team. We're not moving away from the eye as we line up in it for the 3rd play in a row. And somebody moved before the snap as this play will be blown dead. It'll be 1st and no, it's a delay of game, it looks like. Yeah, it's a delay of game. The play clock looks like it ran out on us. At least that's what the official signaled. I believe I said somebody moved, and that's what I thought was the case, but the head official signaled delay of game. So whatever the call is, regardless, it's 1st and 15. And the Devils will scrimmage from the 31. This time we'll be in a shotgun. Cody Mixon's got a back to each side of him. Shepard to his left, Giles to his right. 2 receivers. Stepping, looking to throw. Down the sideline. And it is caught. No, incomplete over there. Broken up. As he went over there for Chad Colvin on the far side. Kyle Jackson was the man defending. And Chad Colvin almost came down with a real nice catch over there on the sideline as we kind of threw a little back shoulder fade over there to the sideline. And looks like we've been watching some film of former Georgia quarterback Aaron Murray, who made that throw famous over the last few years in Athens. But nevertheless, we cannot connect with it, so it'll be 2nd and 15 from the 31.
Very well covered by the Apalachee defense.
Very well defended by Jackson. Same setup, shotgun again. Mixon is going to throw to the other side, and it'll be batted down again on the other side this time. Number 26, looks like
TJ Lyons.
TJ Lyons, the return man, was on the coverage that time on the other side as he was matched up with Owen one-on-one. And we threw kind of a jump ball up there and tried to let Josh go get it. But TJ Lyons perfectly defended that play and batted it down. So now it'll be 3rd and 15. Good defensive back play in the secondary by Apalachee on the last 2 plays. We're going to come out in an eye on 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 from the 31. And we are going to straight drop, 7-step drop, Mixon looking, trying to scramble away and escape.
Pass interference.
And it's going to be a flag as we tried to dump it off on the fullback screen to Sam Shepard. And the defender came over his back and no doubt interfered with him. So we're going to get bailed out here with a pass interference penalty.
And there was also a flag blown back behind the play, which would be roughing the passer, I believe.
It was a straight drop back. Our offensive line allowed their defensive line into our backfield to release upfield for the screen. That's what you do on a screen. You let them into the backfield, and the quarterback gets rid of it despite the pressure. And that was the plan, but Sam Shepard got interfered with that time and was not allowed to catch the ball. So it'll be a pass interference, and there is a flag down at the 44, back where Cody Mixon went down. And the clock is still running. We got to get it stopped, and we finally do at 9:56. And still trying to figure out where to spot the ball. I said spike again. Excuse me.
You're wanting a touchdown, real bad.
Yeah. I'm in touchdown mode, but it looked like it was a pass interference. That's when the flag was thrown immediately after the interference happened.
Yes, there was a pass interference on the play, but there was also another flag for a roughing the passer behind the play. I saw the flag come out for the pass interference. Then as I look back to scan to see the quarterback, I see another flag go up, which was roughing the passer.
Yeah, and the head official's coming over to talk to head coach Mike Paris of the Devils, probably figuring out which penalty he wants to accept. I don't think he can accept both.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Maybe he can. Maybe because one was after the play, maybe he can. I'm not sure. And the officials will go back and meet as we try to figure out. Here's the call. We got a
personal foul. The pass interference is declined.
Yes, pass interference penalty is declined, and the personal foul is accepted, which will put the ball, I believe, at the 16. If it's a 15-yard penalty, I believe it'll put it at the 16. Let's see where they spot this thing.
As they're taking a long time to determine where to spot the ball. And,
are they going to put it at the 30? No, that's the original line. There we go. Now they're marking it off. Okay.
And it'll be an automatic first down, but it will be enough for a first down as it was 3rd and 15 anyway.
Right.
So that'll bring up first
yes,
and 10.
They are going to put it at the 16 as it'll be 1st and 10 from the 16 as the clock has been reset to 10 minutes and 2 seconds. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the 16.
Well, there was a wacky penalty right there.
Yeah, we got a break there because I don't think that screenplay was going to pick up a first down without the interference. And so, as I said, I believe we got bailed out there. But, hey, we'll take it. It's homecoming.
Exactly. I like the way you think.
We'll take it. It's homecoming. And already leading 7-0, 10:02 to go in the half. We're going to come out in a shotgun. One back in the backfield, 3 receivers. 4 receivers. We send a man in motion. Cody's going to roll to his left. He's going to stop. He's going to tuck it and run it. He's going to get across the 15 and probably get about 2 yards as it was a rollout. So he went farther away from the line of scrimmage to roll out. Nobody was open. Probably smartly tucked it and ran it. It'll be 2nd down and 7 as they gave him the 13-yard line, gain of 3 on the scramble there by Mixon. Had to do some juking and jiving there to pick up the 3 yards he did pick up, but nevertheless, it'll be 2nd and 7 from the 13. Come out in shotgun again. 4 receivers. Giles is to the right of Mixon this time. Sam Shepard is in one slot. We're going to send the man in the other slot in motion. We're going to fake a sweep and give it up the middle, and Giles has it up the middle, and he's going to get across the 10. Christian Dufresne on the stop again.
That man's all over it tonight.
No, they only gave him a yard. Excuse me, they only gave him a yard to the 12-yard line as it was a deep handoff, so he didn't get as much as I thought he did. It's 3rd and 6 from the 12. As Giles picked up 1 on that play. Jeffrey New going to come into the ball game with the call from Mike Paris. It's 3rd down and 6. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, and Mixon is going to take the snap and roll right. He's going to throw it. It'll be intercepted. Apalachee's got a man running the other way, and he is finally tackled down at about we'll call it the 14-yard line.
Flag.
Kyle Jackson is the man that picked it off. There is a flag down at about the 5-yard line. Call it the 4-yard line behind the play.
Where the interception occurred.
That is where the interception happened, down in the corner near about the 4-yard line, as Cody tried to throw it on a rollout, running to his right, and it was picked off, landed right in the hands of Kyle Jackson.
Illegal block in the back.
Yep. It's an illegal block against Apalachee, but it'll still be Apalachee ball as it occurred after the interception. As Cody Mixon threw it right to Kyle Jackson, the corner.
It'll be half the distance to the goal.
It'll be half the distance after the block in the back.
As our listener, Tyler Mixon, is now here at the ball game.
And Apalachee's going to scrimmage from the 2 as the penalty was half the distance to the goal. And they're going to line up in more of a wishbone formation. They're going to give it up the middle to the A back. Jamal Stewart up the middle. He's going to get across the 5. Carter Bass with a stop, number 12 for the Devils. Got to the 6. 2nd and 6 from the 6. And honestly, I did not expect Apalachee to run this much of the triple option style attack. They do have 1 receiver out in the formation this time, matched up man-to-man. Run a man in motion. They're going to give it up the middle again. Big hole, and he will not be tackled as he broke a shoelace tackle and got all the way up to about the 34. They're going to give him the 33. Willie Johnson on the stop as
Jamal Stewart.
Jamal Stewart was the man on the give up the middle again. If you're going to play the option, you got to stop the dive play, which is the run directly up the middle. That time we didn't. It gained 27 with Stewart. Willie Johnson made the tackle on the play again. And with 7.5 minutes left, Apalachee's moving now. Come out again. Wilson's going to stand up and look to get the call from the sideline. He's going to duck back under center. He's going to snap it. He's going to look to throw it. Pass pattern over there on the sideline, and it falls incomplete. No, he did. He made the adjustment and caught it.
Wow. I thought it was rolling.
We had 2 men over there defending it, Dorley and I believe it might have been Dylan Williams defending, but it was caught over there by the receiver. I don't know who ran the pattern that time on the play.
I think it was Kyle Jackson.
Was it Kyle Jackson on the reception, the same man that made the interception?
It looked like it, and I'm just getting word that this is the first game that Jamal Stewart has been a running back.
And they got it all the way to the Loganville 38. Here's another run up the middle. Flag behind the play as he's going to have 5 on the run. Believe it was number 9, Dalton Bales, excuse me.
The false start on Apalachee.
False start against Apalachee will back them up to the 43 of Loganville. An amazing play over there by, I believe it was Kyle Jackson, number 1 on the reception. As I was sure the ball would fall incomplete as he caught it falling down.
I was with you on that one.
I thought I saw the ball rolling out of play over to the sideline over there, but it turned out that he caught it and then threw the ball down in excitement is what happened. He caught it and threw it down.
Yep.
Almost simultaneously. He was pumped up about his catch and then caught it and kind of threw it down to the ground. Nevertheless, here's a give to Jackson. He's going to break it up the middle. And there's a flag down, but Jackson's still running down inside the 25. And Jackson is going to get all the way to the 21, but this one may be coming back.
We are awaiting the signal from the official.
And it is a hold as the play gained 21. But it is a hold. It will come back, so it'll be about 1st and 25 for the Wildcats. Is there another flag on the sideline?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
Another radio crew is saying there's another flag close to the sideline. It could be an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. It's over near the Apalachee sideline. As the referee just threw another flag, and he looks like he's signaling unsportsmanlike against somebody.
We're trying to figure it out, and when we know, you'll know. How about that?
Let's see how they sort this out here. It was a simple holding call as a flag was thrown behind the play on the run by Kyle Jackson.
We'll take the ball back to the 40, and then a 15-yard unsportsmanlike will take it to our 20.
And the unsportsmanlike may be on Loganville. I think it is. It's a holding on Apalachee.
That's ours.
After
And
the
then
play,
a dead ball unsportsmanlike against Apalachee as well.
Conduct against.
No, it's going to be the unsportsmanlike are offsetting, so the holding penalty will still stand. Unsportsmanlike after the play against both teams. I think there was a little tussling match over there on the far side on the sideline that time.
just a little bit. I personally didn't see it.
That's usually what happens when they call offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. Is there's usually a little bit of extracurricular activities going on after the play.
Yep.
As they're trying to figure out where to spot the ball. As to my knowledge, it would be spotted at the 47 of Apalachee.
Should be at 40.
Maybe the 40-yard line. It's going to be the Loganville 40.
Loganville 40-yard line.
Yes, it will be first, and I believe.
They gained you a little bit of yards on the play, though.
Yeah, but it's got to be called back because of a hold. So
that's true. But if it was the spot of the foul,
there they are. They're marking it off now.
And the refs are at the 45. They're at the 50.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be
It
looks like it's going to be. It's well into Appalachee territory. At about the now he's marking it back to Logan.
Because you've got to mark off both offsetting penalties.
That's right. They're marking off the unsportsmanlike conduct penalties as well. That's right.
And it'll be at the 40, and fans are booing that they have to mark it off, but that's rules. They must mark off both penalties.
Yeah, they're used to college football where they just spot the ball and go, but that speaks to the experience and the professionalism of college and pro referees.
Exactly.
Where they can spot the ball that quickly and get the game right back going.
Yep.
I tell you, Texas A&M's guys are lucky they don't play high school football because they like to run that up-tempo stuff. And
absolutely.
High school will kill your tempo.
You got that right. Speaking of college football, we'll talk about that more at Johnny's Pizza after the ball game for the fifth quarter
There you
show.
go. Shameless plug. Look at that.
We're following a win. We'll have a Johnny's Player of the Game.
And hopefully it'll be a double with a big game. It'll be first down and 12 from the 40 as Apalachee comes out in a option-style formation. They're going to give it on a sweep.
There is a fumble.
And he dropped the ball. I think he picked it right back up as they fake coming to the right side, went back to the left, and the young man dropped the ball. And it was recovered. It was recovered by a young man who's not on their roster. As it was recovered by number 45 on the roster, but they don't have one as we're looking for it. But the young man did help the Wildcats out there and recover the fumble, as it'll be 2nd and 14 from the 42. Two receivers out in the formation this time for the Wildcats. They got a young man running onto the field.
I'm trying to get information on who's number 45.
They've got one man back there. He's going to roll out to the near side. He's going to throw on the run. It is incomplete. Almost made a fingertip catch. Did number 11,
Shane Burnett.
Shane Burnett, who is also the punter. Almost made a nice catch there on the rollout. Robert Dorley was on the coverage, running with him stride for stride. You could say he heard Robert's footsteps there, and that's why he didn't catch it.
I would not have caught that ball either.
It'll be 3rd and 14.
I'm just being real with you. I would not have caught that ball either.
It'll be 3rd and 14 from the 42. Apalachee, Brian Wilson running in from the sideline with the call now. They're going to come out in a shotgun. Very versatile offense from Apalachee tonight. Sometimes they'll be in a triple option style. Sometimes they'll be in a spread. Here they're in a spread. Wilson takes the snap. A little shovel pass inside. And we read it pretty well, as it'll be Cameron Taubey on the stop. Still trying to see who caught the shovel pass for Apalachee. As number 9, Dalton Bales, caught the shovel pass. Talby on the tackle for Loganville. As now it'll be 4th down. Fourth down and 7 from the 35.
And they're going for it.
I'm going to call it 4th and 8, and they're going for it in that spread. 4 receivers. Wilson is going to stand up and look for an audible.
Red Devils are going to have to make more noise than that.
4 receivers as it's 4th and 8 from the 35. Roll out for Wilson to the left. He's going to throw on the run, threw it behind his man, incomplete. Had a man wide open, tried to throw it on the run, threw it incomplete. Dylan Williams, number 38, was on the coverage for Loganville, and we're lucky that was a bad throw by Wilson as he threw it behind him, but he had him wide open.
Hunter Wagler was the intended target on the play, and it looked as if he slipped. And I believe if he hadn't slipped, he would have caught the ball.
Maybe it was a slip. It looked to me like he threw it behind Wagler, but nevertheless, it's 1st and 10 Loganville from the 36.
And on to be your quarterback right now is number 16, Jaden McClendon.
Yeah, Devils making a change after a turnover. And Jaden McClendon will bring us out in an I. Shepard will be your fullback. Giles will be your tailback. 2 receivers. And here is the snap and a toss play over here to the left. Darryl Giles trying to get the corner. He will get the corner. Up across the 45 to the 50. Ridden out of bounds. And they're going to mark him out at the Loganville 47. They're going to say he stepped out at the 47. C.J. Lyons rode him out of bounds. As Lyons was running with him down the sideline stride for stride and forced Darryl out of bounds just before he reached midfield at the 48.
We'll take it.
1st and 10 Loganville at the 48, 12-yard gain for Darryl.
4:45 left to go until halftime.
7-0 game here at Homecoming. Ball will be spotted at the 48-yard line. 4:45 left to go in the half. Come out in an I again. 2 receivers are Owen, and I believe that's Colvin on the other side. Here's a give to Giles. He's going to run it up the middle.
Look
and
at
I don't
him.
think anybody's going to catch him.
Look at him. There he goes.
No one is going to catch him. Darryl Giles for 6. 52 yards. Darryl Giles went right up the middle. They weren't playing a safety. They sold out to stop the run. He ran right by the safety and right into the end zone for the 52-yard touchdown run for number 22. 22 goes 52. Darryl Giles for 6.
Darryl Giles just showing you how versatile he can be.
What a run there, and it looks like we're going to send, yes, Jordan Kester is out there to attempt the extra point. And now Jaden McClendon has come running onto the field.
He's going to be a blocker.
He's going to be an extra blocker, so Mixon will get down in the holding position. Here's the snap, good. Placement, good. Kick, good. And it'll be 14-0 Devils after a 52-yard explosive touchdown run from Darryl Giles. 4.5 minutes left to go in the half. The Devils lead 14-0 here on the Red Devil Radio Network.
Have you been looking for that dream car you've always wanted, but you can't find it? Well, look no farther than Hardy Chevrolet in Gainesville, where the friendly staff will assist you in all your car needs. Service, parts, body shop, and sales. The place to be is Hardy Chevrolet. The family-owned dealership have some of the friendliest and most hard-working staff in the Southeast. Hardy Chevrolet, located at 2115 Brownsbridge Road in Gainesville. Hardy Chevrolet, well, we love you and we need you. When you get there, tell them Josh sent you.
His eyes are cold and restless.
As good of a song as The Rodeo is by Garth Brooks, we're going to get back to more football action with Tyler Cloud with 4 minutes and 30 seconds. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in the half at Homecoming. Loganville leads 14-0. Take it away, Tyler.
After another huge play, one of many made on the year so far by Darryl Giles, 52-yard touchdown run right down the middle of the field. Kester will tee it up for the Devils as C.J. Lyons, and I believe that's 20. Kent Knowles back to return. And here's Kester's kick. It will be short. Will come down at the 17. And Apalachee's got a man running into a crowd of people, and he will be up across the 30 and finally ridden down.
38.
As Austin Jones is the man that caught it short and returned it up across the 30 to the 32. Number 28, Matthew Pettit on the stop for Loganville. And it'll be 1st and 10. Apalachee from the 32, down 14-0. Loganville leading with 4:21 left to go here in the half.
This has been an exciting football game.
Yes, it has. Apalachee comes out in the standard option formation. Send a man in motion. They're going to give it to the tailback, though, up the middle. And I think, did he lose the ball?
He's got there's laundry on the far side.
Okay, there is a flag down. He did not lose the ball. There's a flag down. Cameron Taubey made the stop. Let's see what the flag's about.
Looks like it might be holding, I think, as they're going to discuss it a little bit. They've had a lot of meetings tonight.
Yes, they have. A lot of prolonged meetings.
I'm not a big fan of meetings, to be honest with you.
It's an illegal formation as they tried to send a man in motion, and I think he leaned forward again. Maybe they didn't have enough people lined up in the backfield, or maybe they had too many lined up in the backfield. We'll never know. That's when we need somebody like Gary Danielson to step in and help us diagnose a play, but Gary's not here with us. He's probably hanging out at the Grove right now in Oxford, Mississippi, getting ready for Ole Miss, Alabama tomorrow, which we'll talk about live from Johnny's Pizza, the Johnny's Pizza 5th Quarter Show.
I've taught you well, my brother.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
That was awesome. And I think they got like cheese pizza, some type of deal on cheese pizza.
They do,
$1
a slice.
After 10 o'clock?
After 10 o'clock.
Woo-hoo!
There you go.
Johnny's Pizza's the place to be after the ball game, guys. There's another flag.
There's another flag. This might be a delay of game. I believe it is. Because as the flag was thrown, Apalachee was walking up to the huddle.
But in that case, on a flag, doesn't the clock stop or get reset?
It does, but the ball was blown dead for play, and Apalachee was still in the huddle. She's not blown dead for play, blown ready for play, excuse me.
I was with you, for what it's worth.
And Apalachee is backing up.
Again.
And I believe it will be a delay of game.
And that's 5 yards. And just like that,
No, it's unsportsmanlike conduct on Apalachee.
That's 15 yards, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Did they throw it over there near the sideline again?
Yes, they did.
That's between a sideline warning and unsportsmanlike conduct. That's the third penalty tonight on their sideline.
As Apalachee, the ball will go be placed at their own 17.
No, it'll be at the 12. 1st and 10 at the 12. No, excuse me, 1st and 30 from the 12.
That definitely looks like the 17 from up here. Never mind. Excuse me. You're correct.
That's the 12.
Sorry. I was not doing my math correctly. And Appalachee's taking a timeout.
That's okay. It'll be 1st and 29 or 30 from the 12. When we come back, Appalachee's taking a timeout, and justifiably so, as they're down 14-0 here at Red Devil Stadium. We'll be back for the rest of the second quarter right after this.
After the game, join the voice of the Devils, Josh Truby, alongside Tyler Cloud at Johnny's Pizza in Loganville for the Johnny's Pizza 5th Quarter Show Live.
Live, Hal.
There'll be giveaways, interviews, and much more. Plus, the Johnny's Player of the Game.
How neat is that?
What are you asking me for?
What? Johnny's Pizza, your home for pizza, subs, wings, and the 5th Quarter Show.
All right, guys, welcome back to Red Devil Stadium as Shane Davis is trying to get an explanation, it looks like, from the referees. And both teams are now coming back onto the field as the whistle's been blown. And, Tyler, this is, as I stated off air to Mr. Jim, the PA announcer, this has been a wacky game of penalties, man.
Yeah, Shane Davis, the head coach of Apalachee, is very, very displeased by the turn of events as he is literally standing out at the 15-yard line talking to the head official about being backed up so far. And now Davis will head back to the sideline, that clearly disgruntled, as They will mark the ball at the 13-yard line. It will be 1st and 30 from the 13.
This is big. This is first in Japan. This ain't even California no more.
Apalachee will line up in the option formation. They're going to give it to the man up the middle, and he will be ridden down. No, he's still pushing the pile forward. Get him down, guys, and we finally do as he Jamal Stewart rode a bunch of our guys up across the 15 to the 17. He didn't go forward. He just went sideways, and Jamal Stewart gained 4 to the 17, so it'll be 2nd and 26. Willie Johnson was part of the crowd of Devils that rode him down.
Wow.
And 2nd and 26 from the 17.
I guess now you could be second in California, I think.
Well, he just gained 4 yards. It might still be Japan.
Well, Hawaii.
We'll go Hawaii.
We'll go Hawaii.
It's the other side of the world, but hey, who cares? And here is the option. And he's going to give it to a man on a sweep, and we read it well. And Dalton Bales on the carry, and he might have gotten a yard. Loganville will take a timeout to conserve time. 2:59 left to go in the half. Devils leading 14-0, looking to add more when we come back on the Red Devil Radio Network.
Something new and exciting is headed to a town near you. The Disciples of Christ Wrestling Ministries, a local pro wrestling organization spreading the word of Christ through pro wrestling. Based out of Winder, Georgia, they would love to come to your area. For more information, you can visit them on Facebook, or you can call 770-853-0157. Disciples of Christ Wrestling Ministries, wrestling with a message. Once again, visit them on Facebook or call 770-853-0157. You can also check them out on YouTube and the Red Devil Radio Network's new partner, All Wrestle Talk. Disciples of Christ Wrestling Ministries, wrestling with a message.
As the fight song will bring us back from the timeout. 2 minutes and 59 seconds remain on the clock. T. Cloud going to take us through the remainder of the first half.
Yeah, just under 3 minutes. In fact, a second under 3 minutes. 2:59 left to go here in the half. Excuse me, I had to adjust my microphone there.
It's all right.
2:59 left to go in the half. And Apalachee, it'll be 3rd and 26 from the Apalachee 17 as they are way backed up. And it'll be in the shotgun, it'll be Wilson. One receiver kind of matched up one-on-one with Dylan Williams out here to the near side. And Wilson will keep it on a quarterback keeper. He's got a little bit of room to run, and he gets up over the 25. Oh, Kyle Jackson, was in the Wildcat formation. Kyle Jackson took the direct snap and ran it up across the 27. He got up across the 25, not the 35. Let me correct myself. He got up across the 25 to the 27. He gained about, 10 yards. It'll still be 4th and 16.
Do you think that they'll go for it right here?
I don't think so. You got to punt. It's 4th and 16 from your own 27. I know you're down 2 scores, but if you don't get it, which is 4th and long, and the odds of them picking this up are not very likely. And if you give it back to Loganville this deep in your own territory, it'll be 21-0 undoubtedly before the half. Now, with that being said, I believe the young man's name is Shane Burnett. His first punt went all of 7 yards, and so you don't really have you can't base a young man's effectiveness on one punt, but you really might not like your chances punting the ball either. So it'll be interesting to see what head coach Shane Davis does on this 4th and long from the 27.
And if you look, Tyler, to your right, the homecoming court is getting ready to find out who's going to win homecoming queen.
Yes, they are. The young ladies in the dresses, the fathers in the suits,
and the one in the Marine. I love that Marine guy. I love him.
Yes, we got one father in a Marine uniform, and we'll bring that to you at halftime. Right now, though, here comes an Apalachee punt. Josh Owens standing back at the 43 to receive it. Low snap.
Fake.
He's going to throw it. It's a fake. Got a man wide open.
And it'll be a first down.
It'll be up across the 45-yard line to the 48. Number 28, I believe. Yes, it is 28. Isaac Hernandez caught the ball on the fake punt. As Apalachee will now have a first down at the at the Apalachee 49. Gained 22 on the fake punt.
Shocked us all here at Red Devil Stadium.
Apalachee's in business. Clock running underneath 2.5 minutes left. Loganville was taking timeouts to conserve clock and try to score again. Now our strategy's got to change to keeping Apalachee from scoring. Apalachee comes out in the spread. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And Wilson's going to roll out, throw on the run. He's got a man, caught it at the 45, turns upfield, and it's finally taken down.
Kyle Jackson.
Kyle Jackson is the receiver who caught the ball. He's going to be across our 45. Looks like they're going to give him to the 42. And it'll be 2nd and 2 at the 49. 2nd and 2 from the 43. As we've got substitutions running onto the field. Here's a kind of a wishbone formation. Flag on flag now. Bounced off a tackle. Stewart on the carry again. Jamal Stewart bounced off a tackle. He did not pick up the first down, I believe, but nevertheless there's a flag down behind the play. 1:55 left to go. Talby led the stop on Stewart that time. And it's an illegal formation call against Apalachee.
Do you think that the illegal formation is when the man in motion acts like he got the ball and kind of leans down?
I think they're saying there's not enough, there's too many men lined up in the backfield, and usually that's the fault of an offensive lineman who is lined up too deeply in the backfield.
Yeah,
you can only have so many men lined up in the backfield.
If I'm not mistaken, you can only have 5 in the backfield, correct?
Right,
and 6 on the line.
Right,
or is it 5 and 6? The opposite way.
Well, whatever it is, there was too many lined up in one of those areas.
Okay, yeah.
And usually it's when an offensive lineman gets too deep into the backfield and not shallow enough in his set on the offensive line.
Okay, and for anybody wondering my math, that there's 11 people on each side of the ball in football.
It is now 2nd and 7 from the 48.
You never know who might be listening.
Clock running, 1:50 here to go in the first half. And here's a give on a sweep. They've got a man running, and we finally try to yank him down, pushing the pile forward to the 40. Dalton Bales ran it on the speed sweep. It'll be a first down at the 40 of Loganville. Willie Johnson rode him down. Not before he gained 8. He only needed 7. As Apalachee is moving now right at the end of the half. Now they're going to come out in a spread with 4 receivers. We're scrambling to try to cover it. Here is Wilson rolling out here near us. He is going to throw it, and he is going to got a man, and it is caught falling down over there by number 25.
Ethan Morris.
Ethan Morris caught it sprawling down near our sideline at the 30. Call it the 31.
Dylan Williams on the stop for Loganville.
Dylan Williams on the coverage. He gained 8. They're going to give him the 32. It'll be 2nd and 2 from the 32. Shotgun again. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. He's going to roll out to the left. Got a man on the run. Tipped up in the air and incomplete.
He was popped when he touched that ball, too.
Ball was thrown high. He tried to jump up and catch it, but he tipped it way up in the air. We didn't have a man there to catch it. But he was popped after he tipped the ball.
Kyle Jackson was the intended
Kyle
receiver.
Jackson was the man who the ball was intended for. Robert Dorley was again on the coverage over there, and Dorley popped him good.
1-on-1, literally.
And it'll be 3rd and 2.
And Mr. Jackson seems to be winded after that hit.
3rd and 2. They're going to come out in a spread again. Here's Wilson taking the snap. It'll be an inside draw to Bales, I believe, and Bales is going to fall forward across the 30 for the first down. He needed 2, got 3. Colin Ring on the stop again for Loganville. He barely picked up the first down, but he did. It'll be 1st and 10, Apalachee, just inside the 30. Here is Wilson rolling out far side. He's got a man, throws, and it is caught, and he is ridden down by Robert Dorley. Looks like it's
Wagler.
Hunter Wagler, number 5, who caught it. Dorley rode him down out of bounds for Loganville. It's 1st and 10, I believe. No, excuse me, 2nd and 2. He gained 8, not 10. 2nd and 3, they're going to call it. I'll say 2.5. 2nd and 2.5 from the 23. He got out of bounds, so the clock is stopped at 53 seconds. Here is a shotgun formation for Wilson. He will come up and be under center now. As he's got one back, he is going to run a reverse out the backside to Kyle Jackson. Jackson is going to be wrestled down.
Number 20,
And
Cameron Tobby.
Tobby wrestled him down. Apalachee's going to take his timeout. Alberry was also there on the stop, JoJo Alberry. Apalachee took a timeout. We're not going to take a timeout. We're going to keep it here as there's only 43 seconds left in the half.
Both teams with only one timeout left to go in the half.
Yeah, both teams with one timeout. There was no gain on that last play. It'll be 3rd down and 3 from the 23 when we resume play.
This is interesting play call from Apalachee. Caught everybody in the stands off guard. A fake punt, which kept this drive alive.
Yeah, I didn't think there was any way they went for that, but they did, and it definitely
worked.
Seemed like it caught us off guard as he threw it to a wide-open Isaac Hernandez, who was already standing in Loganville territory when he caught the ball. And now they're trying to make this a one-possession game before the half. The good news is Loganville will get the ball coming out of the second half as we deferred the toss to the second half. And now Apalachee will come back onto the field after the timeout, facing a 3rd and 3 from the 23. And now our defense will do the same.
Let's see if we can stop them right here.
Big play here. 3rd down and 3 as Apalachee comes out in the spread with 4 receivers, 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side. And there will be a flag down.
As the referees have showed up.
The side judge threw the flag. Did we line up in the neutral zone?
They're having a discussion about it right now.
If we did, it's an automatic 1st down for Apalachee.
They're waving the flag.
And now they're going to wave off the flag. So it will still be 3rd down and 3 as they pick the flag up.
We'll just say he had an itch, and his hand caught his flag when he went to scratch his arm.
And here it is, a shotgun formation. Here's a screen pass, and it is thrown to number 11,
Shane Burnett.
Shane Burnett, who's also the punter. And Burnett is going to pick up a 1st down.
There's a flag.
There's
far
a flag
side.
down.
Late.
Flag.
There's a late flag.
Yeah, late flag coming in on the far side.
I think there's been a flag on average about every other play.
About every other play, and that's why he threw it so quickly on the last play, is because he's so used to throwing them that even when there's not a penalty, they still throw the flag.
I was giving it the benefit of the doubt, said he had an itch, and he caught his flag when he was trying to scratch his arm.
And here is the personal foul, face mask against Loganville.
Automatic 1st down.
So this might be, not sure whether this is half the distance yet or not. We'll see where they spot it. It will be 1st and 10 Apalachee. Right now the ball is at the 23. And that is...
Why do they take so long to...
And that is where... I was going to say that's where they'll spot it. I'm not sure, though, as...
Apalachee had actually come up to the line to run another play.
Apalachee came up to run the play, and the referee told him, back up, we don't have the ball spotted yet.
And this is the 3rd time he's done called the penalty.
And now the ball is being spotted.
Does that mean that...
It is half the distance, as they will spot it all the way down at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal from the 9 for Apalachee.
And they're still discussing it.
Now the ball will be blown ready for play. 1st and goal from the 9. 36 seconds left in the half. The clock will run. And Wilson will spike the ball to kill the clock. As that stops the clock with 32 seconds left, it'll be 2nd and goal from the 9 with 32 seconds left.
And tonight, it's not necessarily the penalties, but it's the discussions about the penalties that's kept this game kind of on the slow side.
Right. 2nd and goal from the 9 with 32 seconds left. Apalachee comes out in a spread, 3 receivers to the left side. Wilson rolling out again, throwing on the run, and it is incomplete.
intended for number 1, Kyle Jackson.
Kyle Jackson, I think there was a miscommunication as Wilson threw that one to nobody. And it'll be 3rd and goal from the 9 with 27 seconds left. 3rd and goal from the 9. Wilson getting the call. And he will break the huddle, and they will come out in another shotgun. 2 receivers to each side this time. As Apalachee's trying to score right here before the half. Here's the snap to Wilson. Rolling out, shovel pass again, and we read it well and stuff it. We stuff it. It looked like Willie Johnson was there. He was. Cameron Tawby was also there.
The clock will continue to run.
Dalton Bales caught the shovel pass. Clock running. They're going to run a quick field goal team out onto the field. They're going to snap it, hold it, kick it, and it is no good. No good again. Staples misses the second field goal of the night.
And look at the time on the clock.
With 1 second left, Loganville will have a chance for one more play. Presumably it will just be a knee, and we'll take it to the locker room leading 14-0.
That would be my idea.
But Staples, they ran the field goal team on the field quickly. I guess they didn't realize they had a timeout left. They didn't have to run the field goal team on. They did. And rushed the field goal. And that's the second one of the night missed by Staples. So what could theoretically be a 14-6 game is a 14-0 game.
McClendon will come in as the quarterback.
McClendon will be in there as your quarterback for the final play. Presumably this will be a victory formation knee. That looks like exactly what it will be. No, we'll line up in an eye. We'll see what we do here. We are going to knee it and take it to the locker room, leading 14-0 here at homecoming. At halftime, your score: Loganville 14, Apalachee nothing. We'll be back with the halftime homecoming festivities and your homecoming queen for 2014 right after this on the Loganville Red Devil Radio Network.
After the game, join the voice of the Devils, Josh Truby, alongside Tyler Cloud at Johnny's Pizza in Loganville for the Johnny's Pizza 5th Quarter Show Live.
Live, pal.
There'll be giveaways, interviews, and much more. Plus, the Johnny's Player of the Game.
How neat is that?
What the heck? Give me the more.
What? Johnny's Pizza, your home for pizza, subs, wings, and the 5th Quarter Show.
All season long. Every game. Your one-stop shop for all your in-depth coverage and analysis of 2014 Red Devil football.
Shut your mouth and keep on talking.
Join Josh Truby and Tyler Cloud on the Red Devil Radio Network as they bring you all the inside scoop for the 2014 Red Devil football season.
Jesus, fix it.
And we are back here at Red Devil Stadium, and the halftime festivities are taking place. The homecoming court is being introduced for the 9th through 12th grade. Here with us to give us scores from around the state is Mr. Brett Fowler. Brett, how you doing, man?
I'm good, Tyler. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing great, man. 14-0 Devils. Can't ask for much more.
No, sir. Can't.
Give us some scores, Brett.
All right. Stevens County is ahead of Monroe area, 21-7 at the half. Monroe was actually leading that game 7-6 at one point. And Stevens County scored 2 touchdowns in the second quarter to take the lead going into halftime. Prince Avenue is ahead of Commerce, 21-7 at the half. Gainesville is leading Salem 16-0 at the half. Brookwood and Shiloh are both tied 14-all at the half. Pope and Walton are in a battle. Pope is leading 17-14 over Walton. I know Josh alluded earlier. Walton had to forfeit some wins earlier today.
Yes, they did.
So they're in a dogfight there. Their coaches said that they need to fight the rest of the season and win everything else to make sure they still make playoffs.
That's right. That's right. So, I think they can.
Yeah, I think so too. Got a matchup of the rematch of the 6A state championship game from last year, and it's tied North Gwinnett 7, Norcross 7 at the half.
Oh wow, that's a defensive battle.
Yeah, that's defensive battle, and it's shaping up to be a good game there. Blowout, Buford, of course, doing their thing. Against Chastity, it's 34-0 at the half. Franklin County is losing 21-14 to Lumpkin County up in Dahlonega tonight. Heritage is taking care of business against Cedar Shoals. They're up 12-7 at the half.
I called Heritage. I called Cedar Shoals winning that ball game. So hopefully the Jags will come back for me.
I don't know. I mean, don't we kind of want Heritage to win to make Loganville look better?
Well, yes, we do. I just for prediction's sake.
For prediction's sake. All right, fair enough. Jefferson Dragons leading Elbert County 31-0 at the half. That's kind of surprising to me because I thought Elbert County would put a little bit more fight in that one. Grayson is up 14-0 over South Gwinnett at the half. Dequua is up 20-3 over Central Gwinnett. That is also a halftime score. Rayburn County beating up on Social Circle tonight, 42-0. Archer is beating up on Berkmar, 28-0. Oconee County is facing Jackson County. The Warriors are ahead, 28-7 over the Panthers there. And then surprising score right here at the end. Winder 17, Flowery Branch 7 at the half.
What was that? Say it again.
Winder Barrow 17, Flowery Branch 7.
Wow. Okay, Winder's making some noise this year.
They really are. They look to be a lot more improved this year, and I don't know if just Flowery Branch is on a downturn this year or what.
Maybe Winder's better than we thought they were. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Not sure. It'll be interesting to see.
Yes, it will. We're witnessing the young ladies being introduced by Jim, our PA announcer for homecoming. Always a wonderful ceremony. Brett, what'd you think of the first half?
Good first half there by the Devils. Some things they could obviously make some halftime adjustments on.
Right.
Definitely towards the end of the second quarter there.
Right.
Appalachia seemed to be driving a little bit more, but wasn't terrible.
It caught us off guard with a fake punt.
Yeah,
they did.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the guys on the halftime a lot of guys for Logan were just ready to get into halftime and get in the locker room.
Yeah, I agree. I like the way we came out, Brett, and actually threw the football down the field on the first drive.
Yeah, looked good.
I think Cody was 3 for 3. By the way, your brother with his first career high school catch, I believe, right? First career varsity catch.
Yeah, it was, and I got a little excited there on the sidelines for it.
I bet you did, man. I bet you did. It was a 25-yard gain or something.
It was a good one. And I was down there yelling and running on the sidelines right beside my dad. So.
It was a big play. Picked up a first down. I jokingly told Josh he's got the catcher wheels, or he would have been able to go all the way to the house.
Yeah, nobody's ever accused him of being the fastest guy.
No, he does have great hands, though.
I will say this: he has gotten a lot faster ever since that knee injury. So
absolutely.
I don't want to take anything away from him.
That's the next thing I was going to ask you before I beat up on his speed anymore. Is the knee back to 100% or as close to 100% as it's going to get?
It's probably about as close to 100% as it's going to get.
Okay.
Of course, I do personal training at gyms
Sure.
and stuff, and I hadn't gotten to work out with him a lot, but I know Coach Mills is going to have him conditioned and ready to go, especially for baseball season, being a catcher.
Absolutely. Well, tell him congratulations from us on the big catch. And Josh and I are going to.
Well, Brett can stay on.
Brett's going to stay. Oh, look at that!
Look at this.
Josh has got a microphone and some Beats headphones, and he's going to stay on with us. Look
Hey,
at that.
He came prepared this week.
I normally never do halftime.
Yeah,
but I have to. It's homecoming.
It's homecoming, man.
He threw me a curveball on that one. I was not expecting.
And you swang and struck out. How about that?
All right. Well,
since we're sticking with baseball here,
I believe two more young ladies now to introduce.
Yes, one. This is more seniors. Then we've got one more senior. Then the queen from last year is, I do believe, are the only people that have to be introduced left. And Brett, we were talking about our favorite homecoming memory. Now I know you went to the University of Monroe, but
the University of Monroe.
Just go with it. We did a hashtag Red Devil Homecoming, and we would think that your favorite homecoming memory would be your brother starting. Not only that, getting a catch for 20+ yards. But what would be your favorite homecoming memory?
Well, you can say hashtag Hurricane Homecoming.
Hashtag Hurricane Homecoming.
We'll give you that one.
Oh man, my favorite homecoming memory. Most of our homecomings were not very memorable because we lost those. I I will say we had a cool homecoming one year. I got to play against Zach Mettenberger when he was at Oconee County.
Oh, wow. That is pretty cool.
And that was cool to be able to play against somebody that's, is playing pro football now.
Right.
And then also, I think probably my favorite, just because it was the most memorable to me, was my senior year homecoming. We played Habersham Central. We actually played against Kevin Ellison, who's the quarterback at Southern now.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And he actually, I can't remember if it was him or who it was, but their corner picked off a pass we were making at the end of the game there to drive to try to score a touchdown, and it sealed the deal, and we lost that one by a touchdown.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And here's the homecoming queen.
2014 Loganville High School football homecoming queen is Miss Alora Ennis.
Miss Alora Ennis.
Alora Ennis is the homecoming queen for 2014.
The 2014 homecoming queen, Alora Ennis. Congratulations, as she's being crowned by last year's homecoming queen.
Yes, all the ladies look lovely. I bet that was a hard decision for the class.
Absolutely.
Congratulations to Miss Ennis. I know this is a moment she'll never forget as long as she lives.
Absolutely. And that was pretty neat. That's homecoming festivities. And we still got 11 minutes and 48 seconds until we get back in. And we'll kick it back to more high school football as we were going through scores. And did you get through all the scores, or did you just get through some of them?
We've got through all I've gotten. Let me look through here if my phone will unlock, and I'll try to get us some more scores here if we've got any more halftime scores.
We've got any more halftime. Now, the first half here, Tyler, good night. It felt like it took forever.
Yeah, it felt like it did. Some of that was because Apalachee decided to run the option tonight, which is another thing I did not expect. I didn't
Absolutely.
In the film I watched, I did not see that at all on film.
And but they came out, shocked us, but luckily we were able to stop it as the score stands 14-0 in favor of the Red Devils at the halftime.
We did for the most part. We stopped it, and they, like I told Brett, they caught us off guard on the fake punt. That's about the only time we didn't show much discipline.
Yep.
As we probably just expected them just to punt it away to us.
Yep.
But they pulled it out of there and threw a long bomb on us, about a 20-yard bomb on a fake punt, and we were not able to bring him down shy of the first down, and he got a big play out of it.
Yep.
And it just looks like we're going to come out in the second half and take the ball and hopefully go right down the field. Brett was showing me a score. Put that up again.
Okay.
Quick,
first
Brett.
score we have is, I want to correct a score we had. Pope and Walton. That score is actually 31-21 at the half.
In favor of who?
Who's up?
In favor of Pope.
In favor of Pope. Okay. Wow.
We actually talked about that in the pregame show a little bit about the situation with Walton, and man, it's an unfortunate situation. And even the coach said the only person it was an honest mistake. And he said the only person there's only been one person that's ever walked on this earth that was perfect. And that's an honest mistake.
And I admire comments like that. We're not going to get into too much of a religious debate here, but I do admire comments like that in such a kind of politically correct society to say something like that he believes is true. Even if readers don't believe it's true, you can tell that he was making statements with conviction.
Absolutely.
And what he was saying, he really believed.
Absolutely.
And it was a self-reported incident.
Right.
It's
exactly.
It's not like somebody from some other school went and reported it. It was a self-reported incident.
Right.
So which to me that says that that's
Hey,
it's an honest mistake. We
Yep.
didn't know this was happening. We're sorry about it. I just think they had to forfeit some games.
Anytime
for
that you hear of a self-reported violation, it kind of dispels the notion that somebody was trying to do something under the rug.
in the high school level, definitely.
Right.
Because in
Right.
college you get all this.
I mean,
Well,
I
it's
accidentally
self-report.
in college you get I butt dialed a recruit or I pocket dial.
Yeah.
But the big stuff they're never gonna self-report.
No,
No,
and
no,
we're not even
no.
going to get in the NFL at the moment.
Yeah, the NFL's kind of got a conundrum of its own.
It does.
By the way, my stepdad who's listening will love that word, conundrum.
Conundrum. See, that's more than college words that we talk about on the radio.
He actually taught me that word.
Very nice.
Eric, I know you're
Conundrum.
lining. Conundrum
Hashtag.
is what the NFL's dealing with now.
Very
Hashtag
nice.
And with the domestic violence issue, and so they got to get that worked out. Goodell's got a full plate right now, guys.
Yes, he does.
But back to the high school landscape, you always have kids moving around.
Yes.
As transient of an area as Atlanta is, you're always going to have kids transferring schools, changing moving around, moving to more affordable housing.
Yep.
In some cases,
especially in this
And
economy, man.
Reading the story the way it was reported, I don't believe Walton, as Brett said, I don't believe that was anything intentional. You hate it for the kids because they fought hard for those wins.
Oh, yeah.
The coaches coached hard for those wins and had it taken away from them from something they had absolutely no control over. So you feel for the kids from Walton, but hopefully they can bounce back and hopefully collect a playoff berth in 6A. They're 6A, aren't they?
Yeah, they're 6A.
Hopefully they can collect a playoff berth in 6A.
And like I said, we're just reporting and giving our thoughts on it. And as we stated before, it was a self-imposed report that they went and said, hey, this is happening at our school. So it was an honest mistake, but props to them for saying, hey, we made a mistake. We're sorry.
Yeah.
Props to them, man.
It would have been
Good
so
job.
easy for them to, because if you self-reported, odds are that nobody else was going to report it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it would have been easy for them to keep the young man on the field and act like nothing was wrong and nothing was happening, but they didn't. They self-reported themselves, turned themselves in, and I believe Walton will be better in the long run for it.
Yep.
Yeah, and that takes a lot of conviction from your coaching staff and your administration to say, hey, let's go ahead and report this in, because just like I said, nobody else probably would have reported that.
Yep.
Right.
And then it would have been worse on them if they hadn't reported it later on down the road.
Exactly.
I actually applaud Walton on the way they handled that situation.
I do too, and I really hope for the best for them. I hope they make the playoffs, and I hope they have a great season, even with those forfeit losses they have now.
Absolutely.
Guys, 6 minutes, 15 seconds left. Right before we switch it over to the second half, we want to say thank you for listening to the first half. Hopefully you'll come back and listen to the second half with us right after this on the Red Devil Radio Network. We'll see you in just a minute.